How's it going, everybody? It's Pete J from Pete_J on YouTube, Pete J Play on Twitch. Coming at you with some Plane Mechanic Simulator today. Order number 02471. It's on the Tiger Moth, serial number B2030. It's an open contact, an open task, so we're not timed on it. Our pilot's name is, as it was and as it always will be, Mark Whitman. We are Pete J. It's time for the monthly inspection. Take the engine apart and fix all the worn parts, and that's our task. Replace all worn parts in the engine. So we'll close that out. We're going to head up, and the first thing we want to do is we're going to open up the cowling. Actually, just go ahead and remove the cowling. We're going to get in there because we're going to take this whole engine apart and service it. And the other thing about restarting is they put that ladder back, which once you bring it out, it doesn't seem like it will quote unquote nest back where it was. So now it becomes an issue because now you're trying to work around the ladder and again, when I talked about maneuvering before, yeah, that ladder becomes an obstacle. So it does become an issue where you're either going to be moving it back and forth from side to side on the plane, or trying to maneuver around it, or a combination of both, actually. All right, so we'll get in here. I'm going to pull all the cowling off, all of this. All right, so there's that.
No, sir.
I was just trying to move up. That's the other thing, too, is when things are going wrong, and these guys keep yelling no at you like that, it gets so super aggravating. It's like, I'm not surprised that, there were some fights in these hangars, because God, no.
No.
Oh, see that guy right there, he's got to go somewhere. I'm just tired of him all the way around. I got to remember the propeller comes second, so. All right, so we got that down. We're going to take this off here, and we'll have the engine completely exposed then. And I think what we'll do is we'll just tear it all the way down. Since we do have to get to the heart of the engine, and we saw those push rods don't come out unless we take off the top. So
no.
Okay, can't get the
no.
I was gonna say, I know there's a part we can get. I'm almost betting this crankshaft will come off too.
No.
Nope. Okay. All right, so there's that. We've got that taken care of. We've got some more issues in the back, like say oil filter. Oil filter can come off. And then I would take the pressure filter because I think that's easier to take off and makes removing the magnetos easier as well. Magnetos are used in the ignition system, and as you can see, there's a linkage to the pressure system. So, all right, so that's that. We can go ahead and pull the air induction coil. Is that what that is? And the carburetor. I should be checking these too. Again, I'm shorthanding because I've done this. So let's do this the right way. Check the carburetor. We can check the induction pipe and the exhaust pipe. We got ignition wires. The right ignition wires are damaged, so we will have to change those. Fuel filter is fine. I can't check any of these hoses, so that's not. The magneto is fine. Timing gear unit is fine. But again, we still need to pull it because we got to get all the way into the bottom, you know, into this engine. So that spark plug is fine. This spark plug is damaged. Okay. We got 2 more on this side. Fine and pristine. Okay. And then this is, what is that? It's pressure. It's a pressure, some kind of pressure hose. Because there's your timing gear. Oh, it's a timing gear unit. The pressure. Okay. Well, whatever. Like I told you, I'm not 100%. I don't know. The engine cover is good. Okay, so we're going to go to 1 and pull this engine cover. And there we go. There's that. Okay, now go back to 3. We can check this left ignition wire. We'll check these spark plugs. Damaged. Pristine. Damaged. Fine. Okay. What else do we have? We have another magneto over here. That's in pristine condition. Top engine cover is fine. Okay. Again, you cannot really choose the block. So that kind of stays there. But let's see. The camshaft cap is fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to start pulling cylinder barrels. Let's go to 1. That's our disassemble mode. We're going to pull this right ignition wire. And we will, we're going to, like I say, I think we'll tear down everything. We'll go to the bench and fix whatever we can fix. And then we'll go and requisition everything at the same time.
No.
So, oh, we got to get rid of all of this stuff first. So there goes the carburetor. And that guy's back again. I don't like him. That guy's mean. Alright, so there's that. Can I grab? I can't. I'm going to grab this induction pipe.
Nope.
Oh, nope. Got to do the exhaust pipe first. Exhaust pipe first. Induction pipe second. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, here we are in the last one. There we go. Induction pipe can come out now. And again, a lot of time spent just waiting for the unscrewing process. So I guess it would be, although, you know what? I don't think I can change my, most of the Mechanic Simulator games, one of the things you can do is work on your attributes. And of course, one of those attributes is the screwing and unscrewing of parts. Bolting and unbolting. I prefer, I guess, saying it that way. Bolting and unbolting the parts. And your ability to kind of speed that up. And I have not reached a point yet where I've been given the option of changing my my bolting speed. So I'm not sure if this game has that, but we're gonna, like I say, we're gonna strip everything out of here. So we got that one. We're gonna go here and grab this spark plug. Spark plug. And we're gonna grab that magneto too. And then we'll flip around to the other side, and we'll pull these cylinder assemblies. I'm sorry, the right magneto. That's the other thing too. Okay, so the pilot side. Okay, so from where the pilot's sitting, that's the right side of the engine. From where I'm standing, it's the left side. But we are talking in terms of the pilot. So get rid of that magneto. Let's go ahead and let's grab these left ignition wires. We're going to pop this off. All right, cylinder assembly. We're going to pull the spark plug. And as far as the timing gears go, there's not much you can do with them. They come off in as one piece, and I did not see anywhere where I could take them apart. So there's no replacing of individual timing parts. So there's the timing gears unit. As you can see, many bolts. So get comfortable. We're going to be here for a minute or two. We missed that one. Goes in the order that you select them. So, rainy one out there today, huh? Ooh, it's dark. Oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. What am I talking? What am I talking about? 1 o'clock in the morning, man. Okay. I think once we get this timing gear assembly out, I think then we get into cylinder. We'll pull the cylinders. There you go. And like I said, we can't really do anything with these. There's the crankshaft. And again, we can't touch that until we pull this. So, am I into, let's go here. Can I pull this now? No. Cylinder assembly. I want the whole assembly. There we go. You can, if you just left click, you can take it apart piece by piece. If you press and left hold, you will get the whole. You'll get the whole assembly. Now, if I detach, I'll show you. Once you pull the cylinder assemblies, they get put over here. So here's our number 1, our number 2, our number 3, and our number 4. So there's that. We're also going to go ahead and I can pull the piston and the rings.
No.
What do you mean no? I'm just clicking on it so I can get closer, dude. Relax. Because we are going to have to check all of this stuff. But obviously I can't get the rod out until I get the crankshaft, which means taking off the top assembly. So we're going to pull these, and we'll pull the cylinder heads and the cylinder rings. As you heard, you don't want to you don't want to inadvertently press on the cylinder rings or the cylinder until you get the piston. What am I saying? I'm talking cylinder, piston. If you click on the piston before you click on the piston rings, it will yell no at you, which is not fun. But there's all the cylinder assemblies. And as I discussed earlier,
no.
Oh God, I did it again. But I can't really get close enough to select piston rings. There we go. There we go. There we go. But it's unlike
No, sir.
Dagnabbit, Pete. Piston ring first, not piston. But unlike in Car Mechanic Simulator, the game will automatically put the parts in the right spots, so you don't have to worry about where does you don't have to, this was the part that started to get me aggravated. It will automatically put the new parts in the spots where the broken parts were. So I have not come into the situation yet where, like I say, where you have to worry about making sure you're putting the new pieces in the right spots. These have both bolts and nuts. So right now what you can see is they're taking the nuts off. So we're going to have to go back and have them pull the bolts. And that's what's happening right here. All right, so we've gotten this side pretty well taken care of. Pull those out. All right. Got to get this engine ready for inspection. And we have to go through the same issue on the other side. Like I say, this would be a game where upgrading your bolting abilities would come in really handy. There's a lot of time between this and filling the gas tank. Everything takes forever. You know, it just takes forever to try and do anything. So, and once again, we've gotten all the nuts off, but we're gonna have to come back through and start pulling bolts. I want to go up. There we go. All right. It's really coming down out there, ain't it? Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. There you go. So we're gonna pull bearing. I will pull this one because we've already started. But let's get the rods out. There's one. Grab this real quick. That's two. So yeah, when I was struggling with it, I did this twice. I literally pulled everything apart twice. And I wind up with what you're about to see, where I got everything out of here, and obviously with the exception of the camshaft and the push rod. So there's that. We're gonna grab the bearing cap. Okay. Bearing cap. Although this one's been nice because they haven't been yelling at me as much. I don't like getting yelled at. And that one voice, man, he gets your goat a little bit, that guy. All right, so now the crankshaft is free, and there it is. Now I should have known, again, as somebody who knows a little bit about internal combustion engines, that there is a camshaft, and I think I got so flummoxed that I'm like, I don't know what else to do. And you know, you can ride over that thing several ways from Monday and never see that it's selectable. Same thing with these. I don't know, are these rods down here? Those are just bolts. So these bolts are not selectable. I tried the yellow and I'm trying the threaded area. They are not selectable. I'm wondering if once we pull these push rods though, I'm wondering, no, I bet you they're not. Okay, we're gonna grab push rods here. Can I grab this? No, okay. So again, and it's not the easiest thing to maneuver with the camera. So I think I guess I'm trying to be an apologist here and say I think they are kind of easy to miss, I think. So that's it. At this point, I don't believe there is anything else on this engine that we can take off. Although this block looks like it needs to be replaced, and again, I cannot select it. So you look at that there. If we go up top here, you can see, I mean, right? You would think that that's going to be one of the issues, right? But I cannot select this for the life of me. I can't select it, and if I can't select it, I can't change it. What's over here? Anything? That may be a drain plug right there. That may be a drain plug. Okay. And I don't know what that is, but okay. That's that. That's all that. I also looked at, yeah, these are not selectable. Okay. Trying to make sure, because, you know, oh, good. Stop raining. And again, this timing gear to me looks like it's cooked. And I keep thinking, you know, that's replaceable, but again, I cannot select it, so I'm assuming no. I'm assuming no. It is not fixable. Okay. So that's our job order. We want to hit the right mouse button, which will detach us. Here are all our cylinders. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take all of these apart. Oh, again, I'm shorthanding it because I've done this before. So, but you need to check all of your parts, obviously. Valve is damaged, so we're going to need a new valve. So, pristine cylinder barrel, pristine. But we're going to go back to 1, and we're going to take it apart anyway because we do have a valve that needs to be replaced. And like I said, at this point, I think for this job, since and there are many things, and they've kind of hidden some Easter eggs on us. Oops, sorry. Okay, dude, relax. You may want to try some decaf, brother, because here's another thing too that's hard. I stumbled on this myself, but the head gasket, that is teeny. And again, you can...
No, sir.
What do you mean, no, sir? Don't... 3. And we can check them, obviously, but... Pristine. For this job, it's almost, it's going to be just easier just to tear everything down. Then you'll look at your parts list, and it will tell you what needs to be repaired or replaced, at which point you can make the repair on the bench or requisition the new parts. So I am kind of speeding through it and not doing the investigation mode because, again, I've kind of run through this 2 times already. I kind of know what to expect. So we're going to do the full... Oh, shut up. We're going to do the full teardown. This thing will be fine and dandy like sour candy for inspection.
No.
You don't even know what you're saying no to because that was a yes, sir. Me and that guy, we're going to have it out at some point. It's just going to be him and me on the tarmac. All right, so we got one more cylinder we're going to break down. Again, I think I would go back to what happened to me on Car Mechanics Simulator. If they were making sure, that if they made you put parts in the right spots, this would be out of the question. What I'm doing now would be out of the question, obviously. But since they basically are going to put them in the right spots anyway, you can pretty much, I think this works best. Okay. So if we detach now, we have everything broken down. If we hit this, we can go to our parts list. We have all of the parts. And what's repairable? Pressure filter, but it's in fine condition, so we're not going to repair that. The right ignition wires are damaged, but they are not repairable, so we'll requisition new ones of those. Spark plug is damaged, can't fix it, so we'll requisition 3 of those. We've got a piston ring that is damaged, and we cannot fix it. So again, we're getting right ignition wires, 3 spark plugs, and a piston ring. What else do we have? Anything else damaged? Here we go. We got a push rod that's damaged. Again, we'll have to requisition it because we cannot fix that. So the valve is damaged, but we cannot fix that. So we will requisition one of those. And it looks like that's about it. So I'm going to do it just to be on the safe side. And you can see there is nothing here to be repaired. But we will go over and we will requisition. And we need 1 right ignition wire. We need 3 spark plugs, 1 push rod, and 1 valve. And I agree with that. So let's requisition those parts. Now we get to rebuild. We've got the right parts. We're going to go to 2. We're going to go to 2. Going to 2. That's where we went. We went to 2. All right, so maybe I should get the maybe I should get the ladder over here. Don't really want to though, because it tends to be in the way more than a help. So we'll put the crankshaft back in, since everything kind of gets attached to it. Crankshaft. And crankshaft bearing cap. I think there's another one back here though. Yeah, it's hiding. Alright, so the wrong buttons. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Crankshaft bearing caps. Okay. We'll get the piston rods in. That's kind of a cool sound effect. Phew. All right. Okay. So there's our piston rods. They're back in. And let's put our pistons back on. And again, we did have one bad piston ring, but it will automatically put the new piston ring where it belongs. We're going to rebuild these piston assemblies in the block here. Okay, there's that. So that's why we can't get too close. Trying to get this arrow right on there. There we go. Okay. Going there. I think this is as close as we can get here. Come on, you. There it is. Okay. And one more. We got that. Put that in there. Can I come around this way? It's a little bit better, but again, still very difficult to get that little arrow point. All right. Is there a way? Where there's a will, there's a way, right? Okay, that gets too close and it starts wanting to put that other thing on. I'm not ready for that yet. Oh, come on. There. One more. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay. So there's that. Let's grab cylinder barrels. All right. Oh, we got to do gasket. Head gasket. Well, that popped up. Should have started from the back. Should have started from the back and worked my way forward. That would have been better. Head gasket. Oop. Cylinder head. You kind of jumped in the way there. I was going to start in the back. Cylinder head. Oh, I think we gotta, okay. That's all right. We can slide them in there. Okay. I was gonna say, they wouldn't let me put these cylinder heads on if I can't get those push rods back in, right? All right, so we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna go ahead and get the push rods put in. Push rods and the camshaft. All right. Now we'll get back underneath, put the valves back together here. Valve. Although we would want to put the mechanism in to hold the valves in place. Did I just lock up? I locked up. Okay. Woo! I was gonna say don't. Now that I'm finally getting it right, don't screw me up now. And the rocker bracket, which helps to hold the rocker. Oh, it's locking up a lot. I don't know why. Please don't crash on me. Please don't do that. Maybe I'm trying to get it to do too much at one time. Just slow my roll, right? As my mother used to tell me, slow your roll. All right. All right, so that's 2 of 4. We got 2 left. All right. Oop, bracket. And then the rocker. Cover. One more, and then I think we've gotten the cylinders rebuilt. So, good deal on that, huh? Good deal on that. All right. Okay. Cylinders are in good shape. Where do we go next? We got, oh, I gotta do the cover. All right, now they're done. Now let's go ahead with the sparky plugs. I need this one here, spark plug. Thank you. Got to hit that right mouse button after the spark plug is in, otherwise you're just kind of, for some reason, locked to the spark plug. Okay, spark plug. And last but not least, spark plug. Okay, we'll go ahead and throw the right engine cover back on at this point. I think we're good. All right, and right ignition wires. Those were the ones that were damaged, so we got, these are the new ones. And we can prove that by hitting our 3. Why are they damaged? They shouldn't be damaged. They should be replaced. Because I had a piston ring that needed to be changed. I had spark plugs that needed to be changed. Are you telling me that even though I requisition these things, I don't have them? Spark plugs, and right. Did I not check them? Is that why? Oh my. Oh God. This is going to be another. Oh man. Here's where Pete goes berserk. You gotta be freaking kidding me, right? They're not. They're not freaking kidding you, Pete. They are not freaking kidding. I have to go back and undo all of this. Oh my God, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Because I got push rods that need to get done. I got piston rings that need to be done. Oh man. All right, it's at this point that you're probably going to find me very quiet because this is now the 4th time that I'm tearing down this dumb engine for this stupid... Oh my God, I can't even believe this. Can't even believe it. I have to, because if I put it all together, right, and I don't get the check mark, it's going to be because one of these other things that was supposed to get fixed didn't get fixed because I didn't check mark the requisition order, which... Did I have to do that in the past? I'm not sure if I had to do that in the past. Anyway, okay, so this is what we're doing, folks. This is what we're doing. We're going through this for the 4th time, y'all. We're going to go through this for the 4th time. Because I'm not sure if these piston rings are changed just because they weren't on the list. But the reason why they weren't on the list is because I had put them back on the engine already. So I guess you would say that Pete's biggest problem is that he's trying to move too quickly, I guess, right? And that's...
No, sir.
Yeah, shut up.
No.
And so that's
No.
my... Yeah, I'm going to punch you right in the mouth. How about that, dude? You going to be happy with that? As I lose my mind. Alright, piston ring. I can't get close to these things to grab these stupid little piston rings. Oh. Yeah, if I grab it and it's not a piston ring, they're going to yell at me again, but I can't get... I can't get a good shot at it, dude. So, you know... Alright, so there's that. And we're going to pull this. Alright, so we had a bad day in the hangar, right? Everybody's entitled. You have them sometimes. That's what happens. But we're not going to let it get us down. We're going to continue working our way forward. And that's what we're gonna do. You know, we're gonna do this like it's supposed to be done, right? Ooh. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna finish this job. I don't know if this video will ever see the light of day. I say that a lot, and then I wind up putting it up because I don't want to be the guy who only shows winning. You know what I mean? I make mistakes. I'm not perfect by any stretch.
No.
And the only reason why you're saying no is because...
No.
Why? Oh, because it's still in, that's why, Pete. There you go. Alright. One of these push rods is junk. I'm gonna be so happy when this job is done. That's why it's like this video will probably see the light of day just because when I'm done with this, I'm done with this. I don't want to look at this job again, and I'm sure it will come up again later on, and we will have to do more of these, you know, inspection things, and that's fine. And I will handle it differently. But this one is just a cluster.
No.
I am. See, now you said no, and yet it was right. It was the right thing. It just, you know, the bracket hadn't completely disappeared yet. And that's your fault, not mine.
No. Nope.
Oh, we gotta take the spark plugs out? Alright. 1 down, 3 to go. Okay. Right? That's it. It's just One of those things. I'm trying to talk my way through it. We're gonna get through this one, and then we're gonna be ready to go for the next one.
No.
And
No.
if you don't shut up, Jesus Christ.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't even know what the hell you're talking about anymore. Your advice has become moot, sir. I'm not even sure you know what you're talking about. One of these valves was toast too, so again, you do have to go through the whole rigmarole. We'll get it done. We're gonna get done. Let's think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, right? Nobody
No,
got.
sir.
Why? There's no spark plug in it. Why? Yeah, you had no answer for that, right? You had no answer for that. You just said no because that's what you say. I am losing it to the computer voice.
Nope.
Shut up. I'm glad this wasn't timed, but you know the next one it will be. It'll be timed the next time, and we will get it done. We stumbled through our first attempt here, but cylinder head gasket. I don't think the head gasket was shot though, right? And again, we're going over here. Nothing. Can't fix nothing. Okay, we're going to come over here. And we need push rod and we need a valve. And we're going to make sure that there's check marks. Replace parts. There we go. Now we can get back to work. So, let's hit 2. And we'll start over again. We're going to do crankshaft. We're going to try and fly through. But again, the thing that takes the most time is this bolting on, and so we'll get that bolted up. I'm not going to be as neat and clean anymore. I'm just going to run through and do it as quickly as hopefully I can. Crankshaft has been installed. I'm glad I checked it. I mean, I'm kind of am glad that I checked it. I know it's been a kind of a pain in the patella here, but if I hadn't just hit that 3 to make sure when I put those right ignition wires on, we would have been up the creek again, because I would never have realized. It would have taken me another couple hours to figure out that those parts weren't replaced for whatever reason. Alright, so the rods are back on. I think I can put, will it let me put the, no, it won't let me put the cover back on yet. I'm not sure why. Alright, let's get the pistons and the piston rings back in. Oh, again, should have started in the back and worked your way forward. Okay, well, let's go. Is that 4? I think this is 4 down here. Let's grab that one. There we go. Piston ring. Piston. You did what, this ring? No, just kidding. I can't really, can I get this one here? Alright, one more. Alright folks, so if you really wanted to know how to take apart and reassemble a plain engine, well you're getting an eyeful here. And you're welcome. I know you were all hoping for that. I'm going to come over here because that ghosted image of the right engine cover keeps popping in there, and I don't like that. can I get down underneath here? Because we're going to have this gasket here. Head gasket. Cylinder head. The bolts are actually here. Alright, so now we're going to go valves. Push rods. How am I supposed to put the rocker mechanism on before I get the push rods in? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Actually, what we should do at this point, though, probably is reinstall. Okay, I can't reinstall, so I guess I gotta put the cylinders back together, I guess, first. Get the push rods back in place. Oop. Okay. Slow but steady. Here we go. We're getting it done. We did it before. We're doing it one more time here just to kind of be on the safe side. At the end of this, though, we should be pros at this. All right, cylinder barrel can go on first. Then we're going to go, oh, we should get these push rods put in place. We got to get that head gasket on there. And then we're going to get the cylinder head. Oop, we got to get up here and tighten these nuts down. Hold the assembly in place. Then we're going to put the valves in. Oops. Valves in. Then the rocker mechanism. And to hold that into place, the rocker bracket. That's got a couple of bolts. We got we forgot a rocker bracket over here. Rocker cover. This one's ready to get buttoned up as well, so we'll get the rocker cover on there. Now we got one left. Cylinder barrel, head gasket, push rod, cylinder head. We're going to tighten this down here. Okay. Valve, rocker mechanism. Rocker bracket, and the rocker cover, right? Yep. All right, I think we should be able to put the camshaft back now. There we go. Okay, so I think we're good there. We'll put the top engine cover back on because that's going to take a bit. Oops. All right, and again, it's nuts and bolts. So right now we're getting the nuts into place, and then we're going to have to go back and tighten the bolts. There we go. We're going to go. Oops. There we go. All right. There's that. And now we should be okay. We should have the repair done. I apologize, folks. Like I say, if I were to show you the complete thing, much like Car Mechanic Simulator, I think we're starting to get close to 4 hours. And it includes me having to rebuild this engine 4 times. So it's a learning process. I've made no bones about the fact that I don't know much about plain engines outside of the fact that they're internal combustion engines. So I think they kind of work around the same principles as a car. But that doesn't mean I know where everything is. I'm not sure. Again, there are different parts. The pressure filter, because it's got to maintain pressure even though you're going through, steep inclines, declines, all that stuff. It's got to maintain a certain amount of pressure so that it doesn't lose fuel or oil pressure while in the process of doing what it does, So I don't know how it does that, and I'm not positive, but figure the pressure filter has something to do with it. All right, so we'll get the timing buttoned up here, and I kind of went all over the place, so I'm not sure how. We missed it. Yeah. All right, so there's that. Let's get back to what we were doing before and trying to button this up. We're going to go ahead and put the spark plugs in. And we have to detach to get the next plug in. Detach, and next one. All right. That's in. We're going to put this engine cover in right now because I think we can do that. All right. Now the ignition wire. Go ahead and put this back together here. And when I hit that 3, it better be in pristine condition. Yes, it is. All right. Love seeing it. 2. We're in 2. I'm going to put this induction pipe back on. Oh, this was a tough one. This was a tough one by all means. This was tough. I was not, and again, it's just kind of not knowing how things are set up. B, maybe moving too quickly and not realizing that I could select certain things because their selection boxes were so small. Those are things. I think when you're doing a sim game like that, I think small stuff like that, you have to do something to kind of call it out, to let people know, well, this is where you go to select this. You know what I mean? It's kind of small. It's kind of easy to miss. So, I think you do a mission or something where you call that into, call that to the attention of the player. I think it just makes it a little bit easier for. All right, so we're gonna do right magneto. I'd like to do the fuel filter, which should go right here. There it is. Okay. Put the fuel filter there. Again, I think I'm gonna put I'll put the left magneto on. The left magneto on because those connect to the pressure filter. Actually, I'm going to start with the spark plugs. And we'll kind of get this dressed up here. Okay. Well, if we hit our 3, task completed, replace all worn parts on the engine. Okay. Very cool. Well, we finally got the check mark. It took us only about an hour, and we had to rebuild it a second time, so we can get that on there. That's just got these tension rods. Oh man, there we go. Okay, so left magneto, right magneto is on the other side. It's pilot point of view. Then we're going to get the pressure filter in, and it's got those linkages, which makes me think, I don't know. All right, so there's those. We got an oil filter we got to put on, and an exhaust I don't think it's called a manifold. I can't remember. An exhaust pipe. I think it's just called an exhaust pipe. Yeah. All right, so there's that. Okay. All right. Start to button up some of this stuff. Actually, it might just be easier to get it reach from this side. Actually, you can get in there pretty easily. Top cowl. All right. We'll hold off on those. Let's rebuild the propeller. Front engine cowling, that goes on. We got 4 screws holding that together. All right. The air screw hub. Propeller. The spinner backplate. And then the spinner. All right, she spins. Okay. Put that back on there. Oh man. This was a job, ladies and gentlemen. This here was a job. There's no two ways about it. Okay, that's closed. All right, rotate the propeller. Propeller rotates. I am done with this, please. Replace all worn parts in the engine. Checkmark saved spare parts 1. Perfect job. I will take that and I'm going to continue my career. Oh, cool. Okay, we do. They do have a tree. Okay, so new rank aircraftman, first class PJ, 536 merit points, 3 skill points, 1 assistant. The assistant allows you to automatically remove 2 screws at a time. Okay. And what does that cost me? We've got maintenance specialist. With specialist knowledge about individual parts, the on-site repairs will be much easier now. Okay. Early start. You convince the pilot to fill out his report faster than others so that you have 5 more minutes to work on the aircraft. Eagle Eye. A good perception combined with detailed knowledge of the aircraft systems allows you to spot faults twice as fast as the other mechanics. Alright, so I can't get to any of these on the second tier. Allows you to automatically remove 2 screws at a time. Specialist knowledge about individual parts. The on-site repairs will be much easier now. Early start. You convince the pilot to fill out his report faster than others so that you have 5 more minutes to work on the aircraft. We're going to start getting into so what does that mean? We're going to start getting into timed missions, I think. Wait, I had 3 skills. Did I just spend 3? 2? I bought 2 of these. Okay, no. Alright, okay. So I have 3 skill points. I can grab that. Now I'm down to 2. Individual parts. Okay, I'm not interested in that just yet. Early start. You convince pilots. So again, we have 5 more minutes to work on the aircraft. I'm assuming that's for the timed missions. So this will give us 5 more minutes, and then perception combined with detailed knowledge of the aircraft systems allows you to spot faults twice as fast. Okay, we'll take that. We're going to confirm those, I think. I think that's it. Okay.